Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. I hope my sound is good. I hope my sound is good. I hope my sound is good. This is the Few the Proud of For Real TV. And if you don't know what who the host is, I ain't finna tell you. I told y'all I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that. Bring my co-host in. This is her topic. I'm gonna bring her in. I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. And I hope you're fine. And I hope your families are fine. Hope your families are fine. I'm gonna say, give a shout out to the For Real team and peace of black power to all. I'm bringing my co-host right on in. I'm gonna send the link to the co-host right now. Send this link to the co-host and get the co-host in the building. This is her topic, and her topic is, I'm gonna let her tell you what her topic is. Yeah, I said I'm making some changes this year. I'm making changes this year. And y'all have seen some of my shorts in my car when I've been riding. All that, all that other stuff I used to do, trying to get people to do this, trying to get people to that. It is what it is. I'm just gonna keep going, whether you help or not, because I can't be stopped. So, it is what it is. All that I said, I was gonna stop asking people to do little simple stuff. I'm done with it. I'm not asking you to do a damn thing no more. Once again, this is the Few the Proud of For Real TV. That's all I'm giving you. I'm waiting on my co-host to come in. This is her topic, and I'm gonna let her tell you what the topic is. I ain't even gonna tell you what the topic is. I'm gonna let her tell you what the topic is. I don't know why this here, this bad boy don't want to act right. Might have to just take it off. But like I said, but I still hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you're fine. I hope your families are fine. You know, and like I said before, I'm gonna give a shout out to the For Real team. I'm gonna give a shout out to all the brothers and sisters around the world that's putting in work, ain't just sitting on their ass talking and doing nothing. Okay, that's what my shout out's going to them people, the people who show that they care. Not say that they care, show what they care, that they care. Because a show beats a tale. A show beats a tale. Okay? I'm waiting on the co-host. Where's the co-host? Okay, I guess the co-host is here now.
Wow, this is a little crazy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a full screen and you can let them know what the title is and everything, because I didn't tell them the title. I didn't tell them nothing.
Okay, so first of all, I can't see you. Here we are with that again.
Okay, well, go to your phone or something.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing that, because interestingly enough, everything is very different now on the screen.
What are you seeing on the screen?
Just me by myself, and it says camera.
What's on the bottom of your screen?
Mute, camera settings, and present.
You don't have mute.
I just said.
Listen first. Do you have mute?
Yes.
You have stop camera.
Yes.
You have settings.
Yes.
You have present.
Yes.
You have invite.
No, I don't have it.
You don't have the invite?
No.
Okay, I probably just got that because I can only do the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what else you see on the screen?
Nothing except for the top, brothers and sisters, disrespect is a killer. They're at the very top, the StreamYard. This is what it did before. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, but you see me though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a strange thing. Yeah, what used to be is not what it was before. Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay. Where it says stop camera, tap on there and see what it does.
Let's see.
Okay. All right, come on. That just turned your camera off. All right, turn it back on. I was just making sure that works.
Yeah. It's weird. It's very weird.
I was just making sure that worked. I don't know.
Yeah, it says chat with everyone in the studio. That's the same thing it did before, and I don't know what the difference is. Why it's not. Let's see.
At the top of your screen, what's at the top above that? Where the chat is at? Do it say?
It just says brothers and sisters. Disrespect is a killer. Log in.
What's on the other side? You don't have nothing on your other side.
Yeah, nothing fantastic.
I'm saying, do you have that big long box?
Yep, it has the StreamYard in it.
Okay, now what's above that?
StreamYard, and then it's got a red dot and then an X.
Click on the red spot.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay.
Nothing. Click on the X. Okay, that takes you out. Can you get back in on your own? I'm gonna have to send you again. You gonna have to come back in. You went out. So that X took you out. Yeah. The X took you out.
Right. I don't know.
And the red dot didn't do nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Isn't that weird? I wonder what this is for. Share this. Well, share this page. Yeah, I don't know. This page is accessing the camera and the microphone. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we're back to the phone. You know, the whole thing of signing is it's entirely different than what it used to be. And I don't know.
Coming in through StreamYard.
Yes.
Come in through YouTube then.
Okay.
Go to YouTube.
Okay. Uh-oh. So I can see you now, but can you hear me though?
Yeah. I can hear you. You can't hear me.
I can hear you, but it's not going together.
What's not going together?
No. I can hear you. Yes.
What's not going together? Can you hear me?
Like I didn't say anything and the camera's talking.
Okay, what you need to do is go out of StreamYard. You need to turn StreamYard off.
Okay.
Go all the way back out and come in straight through YouTube, not StreamYard. Technical difficulties here. Just be a little patient with us.
I just had to do the phone. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you try going straight through YouTube?
Yep. I tried it all.
And what happened?
Nothing. I got you, but I wasn't on there.
You couldn't get YouTube up?
Yeah, but I couldn't get you on the screen. You want me to try it one more time?
Yeah, because you should have.
Okay, I'll try it one more time. But yeah, it didn't want to.
What you on now? Your phone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go out. I don't know what the problem is. It's so weird.
Because you should better come in just straight through YouTube. Don't use StreamYard.
Right.
Just go to YouTube. Don't go to StreamYard.
And that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see what'll happen. Let's see what'll happen. Okay. So, okay. Can you actually see me now on the screen?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. So, okay. Can you actually see me now on the screen?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. So,
now you have to turn your phone off. That's why you're getting that echo.
But you know.
Okay. Oh shit.
Mm-mm. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can't see you, and I cannot even. I don't understand this.
Even when you went straight through YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something with your system then.
Okay, yeah, because I tried everything.
Okay, well, all I can say is go back to your phone if you can't see. This thing off. Technical difficulties, trying to get her in. She came in, but she couldn't see nothing. So, all I can tell you is bear with us. All I can tell you to bear with us.
All right. This is all we can do.
Okay, now what you can do is take your phone when you're ready for me to put your information up. You can go over to turn. That's why I keep trying to tell you, you need to have your TV on.
Okay.
So you can have it on your TV. Then you can go over there and read the stuff that when I put it up for you. I mean, you don't have to go now, but you got to get your TV on.
That's what I'm trying to do now. Oh, I can't believe this. This is really... It's getting to be too much. I just need to turn it down anyways, right?
You don't need the volume on the
That's what I'm
TV.
saying. Okay. Oh, now I got to sign into the account and everything.
Go to. Okay.
It's too much. Yeah. All right. You have to come figure this out because this is not good. This is not good at all.
You're not going to be able to see your information on the phone.
I know that. Well, maybe you should just do the live by yourself, and then we'll figure it out for tomorrow.
What do you mean, do the live by myself? This your stuff.
No, don't do my stuff. Just do a regular.
Just do what? Just do anything.
No, just do like an open mic.
Just do some break dance. You want me to do some break dancing or something? Just do anything.
No. I said an open mic.
Huh?
I said an open mic.
All right. Well, it's open mic. You take off then.
I really want to try this one more time.
I don't know why you couldn't just come in straight through YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. I tried it, but it just will not do it. It's like the weirdest thing.
Did you? Okay. Did you go to your email and click on it?
I did all of that. I mean, it takes me all the way to a point, but it will not have you on the screen, and I'm just by myself. So if I'm just by myself, do you think you could still put the stuff up and I could just still read it? Even though I can't see you?
But if you can't see me, you ain't gonna be able to see the stuff when I put it up.
You're right. Now one thing about that part, yeah. Oh God, I hate this. This is something that has got to be figured out. I'm just gonna try it one more time. Just for the heck of it. Just to see what will happen. It goes all the way until and then
I got two of you on the screen now.
What? Oh my. Well, how can that be?
That's because you got your phone on and the computer on. That's how.
I don't have my phone on.
You just turned your phone off, but it's still on. I can hear that.
Okay.
I'm about to kick it out. I'll do it.
I got it.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's so strange. Yeah. I don't know. That's
see, because what you could have did is when you went over to your TV, you probably could turn your phone off and went into YouTube through your phone. Where it got the code, then you hook it up to your phone. You hook it up to your phone, then your phone will be hooked up with YouTube. You know how I do when I come over and I do it? And you hook your phone up to the TV.
But of course, I'm never around when you do that. I don't pay attention, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
All right, I can't believe this.
All right, well, I can tell you. Just go off the top of your head of what your title is. Present your title and go off the top of your head. That's all I can tell you.
Yes, it's a random thing, but okay, it is what it is. Yeah, so I'll just be like I'm by myself. That's okay though.
I'm gonna give you a full screen. You can
Yeah.
tell what the title is in that. Go.
Yeah, because it's not showing over here. Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Marietta Elliott, and I am your co-host tonight. And I am sorry for all this technical difficulty, but we can't seem to get this situation straightened out. But anyways, I'm trying to do a subject about disrespect. And as brothers and sisters, disrespect is a killer. The information that I wanted to share was the psychological effects of disrespect. And randomly off the top of my head, it has a lot to do with, the way we learn to feel about ourselves as we are being disrespectful. I wanted to actually talk about children first, because as we are raising our children in the modern world of today, people tend to use a lot of profanity against their children. And this is something that will affect the child for the rest of their lives. Disrespect is something that doesn't just go away. Someone may disrespect you, and every time you're being disrespected, it chips away at who you are, and you can't recover from it. That's what's so unfortunate about being disrespected. And when you are being disrespected as a child, you tend to not have any self-worth as you grow up. And that's why I wanted to kind of have that, the psychology of disrespect. And, interestingly enough, is when we bring our children into the world, before they even get here, we give them names. We actually name the child. We put it on the birth certificate, and that is a name that goes with them as they go about in their lives. And if they so choose to change their name, then that's one thing. But as a rule, we continue to have that name, such as me, for instance. My name has been Marietta for 64 years. But, in the world of today, I hear mothers, a lot of mothers, calling their children bitches. And I really hate to say this word on the internet, but this is real talk. This is life. And I don't know why the moms are choosing to speak to their children that way, but they will begin to get very comfortable with that word, as if that's their birth name. So when they grow up and they go through life and someone is constantly calling them that name, they don't look at it as being a disrespect. They look at it as nothing. And in order for us to change the way our children think, we definitely have to learn to be very respectful with our children, because that is what makes us grow, and that is what makes us prosper when we are being respected. When you respect somebody, you reward them for the goodness that they are doing. And when you are disrespecting your child, you are chipping away at who that child could have possibly became. And that is something that, I want to get addressed. And I just want, us to think about what we're doing. Same thing with fathers. It hasn't been that often that I hear fathers calling their daughters bitches, but that is something that I hope that is not going on. I hope that is not going on. But even the sons, people tend to speak against their sons as if they're dumb, they're stupid, you're an idiot. All of those words are words of disrespect. And we have to understand that disrespect is very scarring, and it changes you completely. And this is something that moving forward in our world, in our community as a Black race, I want us to become more conscious of what we're doing. You don't realize that, yeah, you're angry or you're just saying this. And as time goes on, your child does not feel like they're someone. They start to feel like they are less than human and nothing really matters. And when you take on that persona, you tend to go through life that exact same way. You don't care. You don't have respect for the next person. You start to get comfortable with, this is the way it is. And this is not what we want for our children. And that was one thing that, when I started reading the information about the psychology of disrespect and how it takes away from who you are as an individual, it was devastating. And that's why I wanted to share this information, because, we want to change the lives of our children. If we don't respect them, that also helps them to not value life. And if you're not valuing life, you will grow up very comfortable with taking someone's life, or you'll grow up very comfortable being disrespectful in front of other adults. And that is something that is absolutely mortifying. I see that all the time, and I always have to correct these young people. I am always correcting these young people. And it's very sad and it's very unfortunate that obviously they're coming from an environment where there are no one there that is respecting them as a human being first. And this is something that I want us to think about, and take ownership. Tonight is a night for those who have tuned in tonight, and I definitely appreciate you tuning in. But if you know someone in your circle, or if you're actually the disrespectful parent or brother or sister, let's take a look at this situation and realize when our children grow up and to do nothing with their lives, it all starts young. It all starts young, Parents are supposed to nurture your babies. You're supposed to make them think that they are the most specialist thing in the whole wide world. You got to get behind them and say to them, I know you can do this. You can support them and cheer them on and take it all the way to the next level. But when you don't do this with your children and you're constantly beating them down with disrespect, they're going to turn to drugs. They're going to turn to alcohol. They're going to turn to people in the street that are going to make them feel like they're special and get them to do all kinds of negative things because they are so looking for someone to feel like they are special. It is sad that, we have children who join gangs. They're joining gangs because they have a need, a desire to be uplifted. And a lot of times it comes from the environment in which they came from. If you have parents who are very disrespectful to one another, they're always fighting, they're always swearing, they're always cursing, then odds are, they want to go somewhere and feel like they're special. And sadly enough, a lot of this activity in the street can make them feel like they're heroes, make them feel like they're really special. And those are the connections that I think we lose raising our children. I think, we stop connecting with love and we start connecting with negative energy. And those are the things that chip away at that child that could have became that doctor or could have became that lawyer or could have became their own boss. But because they have no self-esteem, only thing they can do now is follow the crowd. And we want to get away from following the crowd as well. We want to be able to stand up and do something independently now and forever. And forever. So when we're out here in this world and we're taking our children out here and we're talking to them as if they're not yours, as if there's some animal off the street that is out of control. Now you have the whole community. If you're out there in a community, say like in a public park, or you're in a grocery store, or you're just walking down the street, now you have put upon this child plenty of embarrassment. Plenty of embarrassment. And embarrassing children can really turn it into a bad situation, especially if you're embarrassing this child by calling them out of their name. We, as parents, don't even think of that as being embarrassing for the ones that are out there cursing and swearing at their children. But embarrassment brings upon shame. And shame brings upon the inability to stand up and be who you were intended to be. So those are some things that I want you guys to think about. It's so unfortunate I didn't get to share this information. And maybe on another day I'll be able to come back once this crazy computer of mine gets itself in order, because this information is pertinent. It really, really, really is pertinent. So now we want to think about example being if the woman is used to being called out of her name, okay, she's gonna go into a situation where being called out of her name is what's acceptable, and that is not what we want. Because sometimes when you're in environments where you're being called out of your name, a lot of times it's not a safe haven. It's probably a place where there's drugs and a lot of things that go on with drugs, people not caring. We're all on the same footage, and that is not what we want. And us as adults being very disrespectful to ourselves, to our peers, also can ruin relationships. And I find it very interesting that as adults we have a whole different idea about what is disrespectful, which is so crazy. But everybody seems to have a whole different idea about what is disrespect as an adult. There are some things that we tend to tolerate, though it's very disrespectful. And that's something that we need to become more conscious of, the levels of disrespect, the boundaries of disrespect. What you feel is disrespectful, I don't feel is disrespectful. And that is something that's pretty interesting. And my whole point is that, when we as adults are very open to disrespect, we send mixed messages to our children. We send mixed messages to our children. So example being, if I'm used to my husband calling me a bitch, and my daughter is listening to this, well, she's going to look for the man that's going to do that because she loves her father. And it's obviously okay. That's not what we want. That is not at all what we want. So see, for that person to have a comfort zone with her man or her husband calling her out of her name, that it's like the trickle-down effect. It will affect the daughters. It will affect the sons, because they start thinking, well, if my mom is okay with this, this is exactly what I should be doing. So we need to be very careful with our boundaries and our levels of disrespect. Some people have a boundary of, as far as disrespect is concerned, you don't come home on time. Your mate could consider that as being disrespectful. Interestingly enough, I don't think that is disrespectful, because things do happen along the way. But there are people in the world who don't care about or don't think about what happened along the way. It's the fact that you should have been here at this time and you're not there. So you see, there's all kind of levels of what you consider to be disrespect. I spend a lot of time in the gym, and if I have a conversation with a man in the gym, your husband or your guy could consider that being disrespectful, because you should not be at the gym communicating with anyone. You're there for one thing and one thing only, and that's to work out. So you see, for me, I would think that that's not a big deal, but there are people in the world that would say that's very disrespectful. So I want us to really start to think about our own personal need in reference to what we consider as respectful and what we consider as disrespectful. And I would, if there's comments or people in the audience that have something to say about the boundaries of being disrespectful and being comfortable with being disrespected. I myself could never be comfortable with being disrespected. Never be comfortable, because I am better than that. I am somebody. I am somebody. And I don't want to be in a space where I'm not respected. And I don't want to involve myself with anybody that feels like I have absolutely no respect for them. It's not fair to anybody. So I think that, it's high time we did a little bit of an evaluation and think about why our children have turned out the way they've turned out. And by all means, I am not talking about those parents out there that have done a phenomenal job, because they're out there. They're absolutely out there. But the few that have fallen along the wayside, and they don't have respect for their own selves, that had to start somewhere. Brothers and sisters, that has to start somewhere. And if you have a child that is out here being very disrespectful to himself, herself, or the teachers, or just even police officers, or the people in the store, the people in the bank, any adult around them, if they're being disrespectful, then this is something that we have done. No child learns disrespect just coming out of the womb. It's a stage. It's a stage. And I want us to take some time out, especially the young mothers, young fathers, take a little time out to say, you know what she's saying is absolutely right. And I did give my child a name at birth. I gave my child a name at birth. And some of the names that I have called my child is not on the birth certificate. And if you keep calling so many names, the child won't even recognize their own name when it's being used, when they are being addressed as John or David or Barbara or Mary, because they've heard the other words so often that they absolutely forget what their birth name was. Disrespect is powerful. It is absolutely powerful. And if you guys ever get a chance, perhaps you can go independently and look at the psychological effects of disrespect and how it is everlasting. You never get over it. And that was what was hard for me. And that was the reason why I wanted to do this, because who would ever thought that you never get over disrespect? I mean, you can get over all the other things that happen to you in your life, but disrespect is the biggest deal that can happen to a human being. And if you do it over and over and over again, wow, you really are scarring them, and you are really ruining them. And they cannot get beyond it. They will not get beyond it. And obviously these psychologists and these psychiatrists and these doctors have all put this information together to know exactly what does happen when disrespect is being thrown out there. So Raheem, what do you think? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I'm so sorry we can't, do this together. But I said quite a bit, and the effects that it have on children. Do you think that those words are harmful to the children?
Yes. Yeah, but I can understand how parents can lose control sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It happens.
Yes.
Because I lost it with my grandson. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that you do intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But it happens.
Mm-hmm.
When they get old enough to go to school, they see on their own that, I hate to say it, but it's a part of life.
Oh yeah,
it is a part of life.
Most definitely.
You understand what I'm saying?
So, name calling amongst the peers is definitely what happens. That's real. But I'm just saying from the parents' point of view.
I understand. But right. what you said, it carries from there on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just talking on.
Right. That's the bad part about it.
Yeah, I'm just talking on. Everybody have their own level of disrespect.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, everybody have their own level of disrespect. You dig what I'm saying? See, some things you might think is disrespectful, I may not think.
That's what I was saying, right? Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's like, as I always say, rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Among men, you understand what I'm saying? Among men, you know what I'm saying? Putting me on your D, you understand what I'm saying? Suck my, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just certain things you don't say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, see, that's them fighting words then.
Right.
Saying that, you know what I'm saying? Calling another man a B.
Right.
That's fighting work. It's time to fight then.
Mm-hmm.
You want to show me I'm that.
Right.
You're going to show me I'm that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But letting that come out your mouth, so that make things get physical.
Oh, yes.
So, but I'm just saying, but it's but everybody have their own boundary.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to that, comes down to disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, what this rap music has went down, you got little girls call themselves a B. I'm a bad B. So
mm-hmm.
There you go. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
and that is pretty interesting that, the music industry is one way, and that music and those raps are not going to be making a young girl feel uncomfortable. And it's not going to change her self-esteem because this is a fun, good time we're having.
They dance through it.
Exactly. So, but that, and see, and there's that different level of being comfortable with hearing people speak like that. Because it's not a situation where it's their mother calling them that name. It's just part of the rap music. So that
they say it's a part of the culture.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They say it's a part of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? They call it the culture.
Right.
Which I don't agree with, because that's not a part of our culture.
No, it's not.
How you gonna let the white man tell you that's part of your culture? Because that's where it comes from.
Yes, right.
You understand what I'm saying? BET will say this is black culture. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? When it's owned by a Jew boy. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you gonna tell me that's my culture, huh? Because you say so?
No. Those are the things we have to change.
Well, the only way you can change that, you have to change the frame of mind. You have to change the way of thinking. Because you can't control, you can't change what's on the TV.
Right.
So you have to change the mindset of the people, of the kids.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? When the only way the kids' mindset is going to change, the adults' mindsets has to change.
Most definitely. That's why I was saying, we have to think about what we're doing to our children.
Yeah.
We have to think about that. But you were on a piece of information referencing, the man, as far as the levels of respect for him to another man, from man to man. There's a different level, and which is interesting because men tend to hate being disrespected, but they don't have a problem being disrespectful. So help me get through that part. That's a very crazy thing in my mind.
I mean,
it happens.
To him, he may not think he's being disrespectful.
And that's the reason why I need.
So I can't help you understand that then.
Well, I need.
If you don't feel he's being disrespectful, I can't help you with that.
No. What I'm saying to you is from man to man, they have different boundaries when it comes down to being disrespectful, and they can be as disrespectful as they want to another man if they feel like it, or to a woman if they feel like it.
Well, if they do it to a man, that's because they know that man ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay, so see, that is my whole point. Is that there are men that will not tolerate being disrespected by anybody, but then they tolerate being disrespected by some people. And that is the difference between, I think, men and women, because guys take a strong position when it comes to being disrespectful, but they can be as disrespectful as they want to their guy friends or their girlfriends or their wives, and you didn't dare cross the boundary of disrespecting him. And that's the part that I struggle with, is because if it's okay to do it to someone else, why is it not okay for it to be done to you? That's the part I struggle with that all the time.
I can't.
But from a man's point of view,
I can't answer that for nobody else. You understand what I'm saying?
I want to hear from you.
I try to be conscious to where I don't disrespect people. I try to be conscious of that. See, most people think the way I talk sometimes be disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? But for them to feel that I'm being disrespectful, I don't be talking to them. So if you find it to be disrespectful and I'm not talking to you, then I think you have a problem with yourself. If I'm generalizing something, like I always say, see a wild pack of dogs. You throw a rock in the middle, whichever one go is the one that got hit.
Okay, so now with that being said, I think about my mom. If she was still alive, or my grandmother was still alive, would I be comfortable with being disrespectful to them, their environment, or them hearing about me being disrespectful? When we were coming up as young folks, we feared anything getting out and going back to our moms or our dads or our grandparents. We feared that because we had that amount of respect for them to not want them to be exposed to that.
But it's that's gone. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. That's gone.
Well,
that's gone.
Okay, so then this is it. So the grandmother.
Let me finish. That's gone. But we need to by any means necessary try to bring it back. That goes back to the village thing.
Yes, that I'm always talking about.
That goes back to the village thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's gone. You understand what I'm saying? You these days you can't even say nothing to the kids. You know what I'm saying? They mamas and don't want you saying nothing to them. You dig what I'm saying? But I say something to them. I'll say something to them in a minute. You understand what I'm saying? Because you ain't finna disrespect my yard, in front of my house, none of that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. Go tell your mom I'm right here.
Right.
I don't care. But you're not finna do that right here. Go down the street with it. No need to be doing it at all. But go down the street with it. Since you want to go get your mama, do it at your mama place that she's renting. Because you don't own nothing around here. That's why you're doing what you're doing. No, it's a fact. Because the ones, let me break this down to you. 9 times out of 10, a person who owns a home and has kids, I guarantee you the kids act different than the kids who is that people who just renting the house.
Well, that is the truth.
I guarantee you. Because most of the kids that live here, live there, they bounce around.
Yes.
They bounce around.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They pick up some of everything in every neighborhood they go in. Every hood they go in, the kid pick up something.
Yes.
And I'm telling people today, it'd be almost as I hate to say it, as an animalistic being. Animalistic.
Yeah, there's a lack of training, a lack of respect, a lack of discipline. They're just running amok. They're on their own.
They have no supervision for one.
Exactly. And when children are on their own, that's where the problem lies. Even though the mother could be in the next room.
I said it on something else on one of my other lives to where we had boundaries.
Yes.
When we came up. Even if your parents wasn't at home and you had friends over or whatever, it still was some things that you was not gonna do. Even though they wasn't there.
Right.
You understand? There still was things you was not gonna do because you had boundaries.
Exactly.
You
know what you were taught. You know what you were taught.
Exactly. So it's only so far you're gonna go, even if you had them at your house and your parents wasn't there. It was only so far you was gonna go. Because you know you weren't supposed to.
Exactly. So now I gotta ask you this question. With that being said, what has happened with the children of today that don't worry about what their parents don't want?
Most of them don't have a man in the house.
Okay.
Most of them don't have a man in the house.
Okay. Because there are a lot of being raised in other people's children.
Mama only whoop them is when mama is mad. You understand? Because mama is emotional. Mama is emotional.
Okay.
So most kids really get whoopings when their mamas are sometimes mad about something else. But the child, kicks it off. You keep, the child.
That's the last straw.
Okay, there you go. But she's already mad about something else, something at work, anything, because she's emotional. And that rubs off on that child. It makes the child emotional. I was in when these women gonna tell me I'm too masculine, and I said, what the hell is that? That lets me know you don't watch my lives because it was on there. So that lets me know you don't be tuning in. You don't need to go back and watch them. So, because if you have watched it, your face wouldn't have went the way it went. That let me know you haven't seen it.
Let me say this to you, sir.
Nothing to say, just listen.
You have had so many, and there is no way I'm going to remember verbatim. And I have looked at probably 100 of them verbatim, and I can't remember.
These are recent ones.
Okay,
These
well,
are
I'm just
recent
saying,
ones.
I can't remember everything. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
these are, but that if you watched it, that part you would have remembered.
Okay.
Anytime a woman tell a man he's too masculine, and I told them, not only they said I was masculine, I was arrogant. That's when I had the one.
Oh, I remember that now. I remember. Okay.
When I told them, I hope you don't have young men at home or little boys at home, because you're going to destroy them.
I remember that now.
You're going to try to kill their masculinity and their confidence. Because one thing I know for sure, too, for certain, black people, you so-called Negroes, do not like a confident man. Do not like a confident man. And the masculine man. Because the masculine man he's pretty much extinct now.
Well, maybe they don't really know what that is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well,
maybe because they haven't experienced it, they don't really know what a masculine man is.
Well, you got to remember they was younger than me.
Okay, and there are a lot of, you know what? And there are a lot of women that like to have a man they can lead around town by the nose. Well, they don't want nothing else but that.
Well, you know.
So that means that man is not masculine. But in their world, he is, because he's allowing that sort of control. That's probably what they're dealing with. They want the one they got to take around by the nose.
They're dealing with, what they're dealing with is beta males. They're dealing with beta males.
Well, I know that there are women that love a man like that. I know several women, personal friends that like a man like that they can take him around by the nose. They don't want the one that's going to stand up and say, wait a minute. And they feel like that man that they can lead around by the nose is a real masculine man. And that's what they seek. So to see a man like you, of course, they would think that you are too masculine because they don't know nothing else.
But how can a man be too masculine? I don't get that.
Well, that's because you're not the one being led around town by the nose.
But you're still missing what I'm saying, though.
No, what I'm saying, masculine for
no,
the women.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But I don't understand, how can a man be too masculine? I don't get that.
Well, like I said, if a man is not standing up, and sometimes, for a person to think a man is a man that has a nice haircut, has a nice beard, he's not twisting around like a girl. That is just the image of what a male looks like. That makes him that man. And so, a lot of times women don't go beyond the looks. Even though he's being led around town by the nose, he still looks like a man. That makes him a man.
Well, it's a difference between a man and a male.
Yes, it is. Yes. You tell me about it. I'm the first to say that. Yes. Yes. And perhaps that might be an open discussion one day about a male and a man. The difference, because it's about education, and some people really don't understand the difference between a male and a man.
Well,
that'll be a good topic.
I actually believe these mothers out here are making these boys in the beta males. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want them to be too masculine.
And why is that? Why would that?
I can't. You had to ask a woman. I cannot think. How can I know what's inside of a woman's head?
Yeah, because that's something that I'm not familiar with. So I just thought perhaps since you're out there enough and having conversation with enough, we have had that conversation.
They're not gonna just tell you. I mean, They're not going to tell you what they want you to know, or what they think you may want to hear.
Okay.
Most of them don't want to go too far with a conversation with me, because I shut them down, and they be like, I might come in 2-3 days later, and they'll be like, yeah, you was right. I just ain't want you to be on me like that in front of the rest of the girls and all that kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So they got to stand up and talk over you and then I tell them, I say, just what you're doing now. I hope you don't have a young man at home.
I want to see you doing that.
He's going to do the same thing you're doing as a young man, and he's going to look like a little woman.
Oh,
it's the truth.
That's real talk. That's real talk. I believe that.
You have to remember, it's just like being in the joint, being in, in the universities. You'll see some young guys in there that you would think is gay, but they're not. They stand funny, they hold their hands and stuff funny. And I would, eventually I would talk to them. You understand what I'm saying? And they would tell me, no, school grew up with all women, man. So yeah, that's, and what happens is they pick up unconsciously. They pick up things from them. The way they stand sometimes, they pick it up unconsciously because it's what it's around. It's just like being around a real masculine man. A kid gonna pick that up.
I see what you're saying. It's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very true.
That's all.
That's very true.
What I'm saying is that, like I told her, all that screaming and hollering, your son is around that at home while you doing that. He picks that up and go in the street like a little girl, arguing like a little girl.
That's part of what I was saying in the beginning. Yeah, that was part of what I was saying in the beginning. How that it's the trickle down effect. Yes, it is. Oh yeah.
So
that's right.
But I'm just So that's what it is. What can you say? But I just told them, I hope you don't have young men at home because y'all going to destroy them.
Yeah.
That's why you got these little boys out here. That's why you have man child running around here, 30, 40 years old, still got their pants hanging off their butt, still thinking they can still be rappers. 40 years old, still want to be a rapper. Nigga, you need to go get you a job. I don't care if it's packing bags.
Packing bags. Right.
I mean, because most of them got babies. They have a baby on this side of town, baby on that side of town. Still trying, 40 years old, still thinking they're going to get a rap contract or something, or whatever they get. And how'd the loser know is that?
Extremely.
But every time you see them, they got a way to roll a blunt. They got money to get a blunt. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's their whole day. Their whole day is surrounded around smoking.
Well, you can see how this ties into the psychological effects of disrespect. They have no respect for themselves, so it just carries on into all of their environments that they are a part of. You got to have respect. Respect is the key to success. Respect makes people want to come along for the ride, so to speak, because it's positive energy. It makes people feel like they can accomplish something when they're feeling good about themselves, and there's somebody there that is part of the support system to say, you can do this.
But you got to be able to support yourself first.
Well, but see, that's the thing. If you come up in a space where you're being disrespected as a child, you never get over that. That's what I was saying earlier. And that's hard to get you to move into the higher levels of life because you just don't have what it takes because of all of the things that have been done to you that was very disrespectful. We got to learn how to uplift. And put positive energy into our children. I mean, yes, if they do something wrong, you say to them, yeah, you need to go to your room. But clearly you don't need to say, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I hate to speak like this.
Okay, Ron said he having internet issues.
Oh, so everybody's
okay,
crazy.
my brother.
All right.
Yeah, but you know, you got to have that for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? All the things I've been through in my life, the motivation I have is the same motivation I had when I was in the street doing wrong. I was motivated to do it. Like I'm motivated to do what I do now.
Right. But then there was a lack of respect for the people in the world. You were thinking about yourself and you only. At the end of the day, to help you continue down that road. It wasn't about the people that came into your path and were literally, you know, somewhat destroyed. That didn't matter because of the lack of respect you had for the people you dealt with. And that is something that, you know, across the board in the world of today. In the world of today, it's the same concept. You know, our children continue to want to kill somebody. They have it in their minds to be part of gangs or whatever the things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not thinking about anyone else. They don't think that this child that they just killed belonged to someone else.
Well, what you have to understand.
That's the part.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But what you have to understand, you're dealing with undeveloped brains.
Okay.
Kids has undeveloped brains.
Okay. I didn't think of it that way.
So how much do you expect them to do and know?
That's a good
They
fact.
do have undeveloped brains. And some of them are fairly below the average brain of a kid that age because of all the drugs they doing.
Okay.
So the brain don't even get a chance to develop.
Yeah.
You understand? The brain don't even get a chance to develop. My brain didn't get a chance to develop. I was smoking weed and everything in elementary school.
What?
I had ounces of weed in elementary school. I was selling weed to the older dudes up at the junior high school.
You had traveled the road.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, so you be dealing with an underdeveloped brain. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like a kid going to the penitentiary when he's 14 and then come home 30. He might come home when he's 30 years old. But he still, when he come back home, he still got like a brain like a 14-year-old.
Like a child still. Wow.
Because he's out of that environment that he just left. Now he out here in this one. What worked in there don't work out here.
Right.
So his brain picks up when he get back up out here. He picks up at 14 when he left.
Yeah, that's something to think about. So true. So true. So true. I agree 100%. It makes total sense as to what happens.
No, this is a fact.
That's what I'm saying. I agree 100%.
This is a fact.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a road to travel.
Things change.
Right.
We go to penitentiary, come back home, something that changed.
A whole lot.
We go to penitentiary, come back home, and Tower City was there.
Yeah.
You know?
Or the new Progressive Field.
Yeah, I walk from the bus station, and I still see the old Terminal Tower. But I can see it's different. I'm like, what's going on in here? And I still got on State Blues. What's going on here? And I walked in. I'm like, oh man, where all this come from? You know?
Wow, Raheem, that's really.
But I tell you, when I got on the block, them the same thing was on the block though.
The clowns were still out there, right?
Yeah, it is. That didn't change.
Waiting on you to come back.
Yeah, that didn't change.
Or you gonna hang out and stop with us?
It was them, but it was some new ones too, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like I told the little guys the other day, a week ago or whatever, 2 weeks, or however long ago it was. I said, y'all see them over there? They said, yeah. I said, somebody got to take their place. Is it gonna be y'all? I said, because y'all already in front of the gas station talking about you're hungry. They took them in there and bought them some food. But I said, y'all, you see them? I said, somebody got to take them place. Got to take their place. Somebody got to take their place. It's a vicious cycle. That's just the way it is.
Yes, it is.
See, so what I be trying to tell a lot of grown people, old people, our age, if you're not connected to what's really going on in the street, you don't know. You just think you know. You think you know. Thinking and knowing is two things. You put it this way, you believe you know. Belief and knowing is two different things. Me personally, I rather know than to believe. Me personally. That's just me though. Because I don't believe nothing. It's things I don't know and it's things I know and things I don't know. But I don't believe nothing. Okay. But I'm just saying, so if you're not in touch with it, all you going is what you believe. I believe they know this. I believe they do this. I believe. No, it ain't no belief. When you take your ass out there, you'll find out what's going on.
And I have to ask the question. With that being said, you're going to be sharing firsthand information. Firsthand. Eyewitness. I had a conversation. Do you think it's that hard to share that information with somebody and they would not believe what you're saying?
I don't know. Because I don't really think about it. See, me personally, I don't care if you believe it or not or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we'll use the word accepted. I mean, this is the first-hand experience.
But see, I could care less whether you accept it or not. All I can do is give you what they telling me when I talk to them young brothers in the street. That's all I can get to you.
Right, but what I'm saying to you is, this is not secondhand information. This is upfront and personal. Someone would have to be a little bit off to not believe what you or not accept or not acknowledge what you are saying.
Okay, Ron, I got you.
Because say, for example, me outside with the 7 skunks on my front porch and having the opportunity to mix and mingle with them and be able to pet them without being sprayed is an unbelievable situation. If you heard about it through someone else, but if you personally know somebody, you've seen the pictures and you've seen the videos, then a person would have to say, Marietta is telling the truth. I saw the videos. I was there with her. Those are the things I'm talking about.
Right,
you can't deny what you know firsthand.
Yeah. See, when I talk to these little guys out there, I be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, let me get you on video. Nah, school. You know what I'm saying? I know what time it is. Most of them got warrants and all that kind of stuff. So, so I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even say nothing to them about that no more.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Because I can understand it. You dig what I'm saying? Because I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there. So I'd rather talk to them without putting them on camera than not talking to them at all.
Yes. Right.
The hell with the camera. Putting them on my phone, YouTube and all that. Oh, no, school, man. No, man, I'm gone. I feel like, man, forget that. Now, look, I'm throwing my phone in the car. Come on, let's finish this. You understand what I'm saying? Let's finish this. Because I be wanting to get them on something, but, and I understand it.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I understand it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Most of them probably got one. And I wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me. Some of them little guys I talked to, them little guys probably got murder warrants on them for
Mm.
murder and stuff.
Mm.
I can tell the stuff coming out their mouth, how they carry themselves. I
Mm.
know a murderer when I see one.
Mm.
If not a murderer, one that's capable of committing murder
Oh boy.
and don't think about it.
And
And to
what
go
is the
roll a
age
blunt,
range?
and to go roll a blunt when they finish.
What's the age range?
They be young, man, 14, 15, 16 years old.
Ah,
Them the ones. Them the
that's
ones.
heartbreaking.
No, them the one. Them the one. Do I fear any? Them the ones I fear. Cause them the ones they heartless.
That's heartbreaking. That
They
young.
heartless.
That young.
They're heartless. And a lot of them be like, man, go on with that, man. I don't want to hit, man. Get your old ass on away from me. I be like, wait, little nigga, who you talking to? But the other young ones that talk up, be like, man, go on, man. I'm gonna holler at him. Go on. You dig what I'm saying? Go on head on, man. This OG right here, man. Don't be told like that. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm going to stand my ground to a certain degree.
I know.
Did you hear what I said? To a certain degree.
I know.
Then I'm going to get my old ass on, like he said. I'm going to get my old ass on. You dig it? I ain't finna try to prove that point to him. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I might better go to the next corner and save 2 or 3.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, you have some out there that be like, man, I want to hear that shit, man. Go on, get away from me with that shit. Be like, all right, little brother, have a good day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just like that. Mm-hmm. Just like that. I want to hear that shit, man. Still put the money in my pocket. And I understand. And I tell them I understand it.
Right.
I understand. I said, look, brother, I understand it because I used to be you.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it. I used to be you. I understand it. Because I say, because don't think I ain't out here about my money. Because I'm out here getting my money as I'm messing with y'all. I'm going to hit my next spot to see if I can get me some money. So I know what you're saying. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Ron say, great topic. It's been his internet's freezing up.
Well, thank you for at least trying to tune in and listening to us. Yeah, it was rough for me too. My crazy computer just will not act right. It was crazy the last time. It's still doing the same crazy thing. As a matter of fact, Raheem, I screenshot this picture, the screen, so that way you could take a look at it later and see exactly what's on there. And maybe you can tell me what the problem is. Yeah, I did a screenshot just now, so you can at least take a look at it.
Okay.
Strange. Right. Yeah, it's very strange. None of it makes sense.
We've been on here for an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
I would probably say just an hour.
Because of the other stuff was so crazy.
Yeah, we spent 30 minutes on that.
Oh, I am so sorry. This could have been some really good information.
Yeah, well, you just had to try to get it another time. So
yes,
you go and do your close out. I'm gonna get on off here.
Okay. So I got the screen now because I don't know. Okay, we'll assume that I do.
You have it now. Yep, you have it now.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I definitely appreciate your support. And I'm hoping that you guys will go and take a look independently on your own about the psychological effects of disrespect and how it is impossible to heal from it. Impossible. Those are scars we bear for our entire life. And moms, particularly moms, we want to do better with our children. If you're one of those moms that lose it and become very disrespectful and very violent with your children, let's work on that. Let's try to get some help with that, because I know that it's very hard to raise children. And I know that there are a lot of things that upset us in our lives, but we don't want to attack our children. If you want to attack somebody, attack the system, and let's work on straightening it out. That's what we need to do. We need to come together as a race of Black strong people and straighten and work out on the system. Because I think that that system has a lot to do with how we feel about what we're doing as well. We got to learn how to make sure we want to be respectful individuals. And from this day forward, we want to think about the scars that we have laid on our children. And we just need to stop it. We just need to stop it. So thank you everyone who tuned in tonight. And I'm hoping that we're going to get this computer straightened out one way or the other, because this is getting to be ludicrous. Especially because this is a new computer. There is no reason for me to have such a hard time doing what I need to do for the YouTube channel. Everybody, thumb up the video. I'm going to have to thumb it up on my phone when I leave here tonight. But I definitely appreciate those who did tune in. And maybe you'll tune in later on to view this show, and you'll give us some comments on how you feel and what you think needs to happen. I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. If you have an opportunity, share the video. If you have an opportunity, and most definitely, I'd like to give a shout out to the For Real team. You know, we're moving in the right direction. Definitely appreciate my crew. You know, we're going to be doing some different stuff. I think I'm going down to 1 day a week on the channel, because I'm going to step into being the vice president of the company and moving us in the direction that we need to go in. So I haven't had a chance to really be the total vice president, but I'm going to move into that full time now and make sure we get things going on the right track so we can get ourselves out there and be known. Thank you, everybody, again, and have a great night. I definitely appreciate you.
All right. That Mike said peace and Black power.
Okay, Mike, good night. Thank you.
Yeah, good night. Yeah, but I think this came out. It ended up being a pretty good show, though. But yeah, you know, so
yeah.
Peace and Black power. I'm gonna probably come back tomorrow night. If not, I'm gonna do something in my car, whatever, you know. If I don't come back tomorrow night with an open mic. And I'm thinking I'm still gonna probably do something in the car and while I'm in my car, and still come back tomorrow night with an open. I think I'm gonna do open mic tomorrow night.
Okay, because that'll be nice. I'll be all tuned in for that, and yeah, that'll be wonderful.
Okay, all right. Peace and Black power. Everybody have a great evening.
Okay, good night.
Good night.